guys. So, you guys have seen our water tanks. We got, up in the loft behind me, we got roughly 150 gallons of storage. We had 200, but we took one of the tanks down so we could get airflow through that window. Well, one of the things that really stunk about it was we didn't have...
We'll call it PITA, pain in the... Oh, sorry.
Kids' earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Stop swearing.
Sorry.
So, one of the problems we were having, which is a really easy fix, is just depending on how you want to fix it. It got really frustrating after a couple of times. You're like, okay, so we pound on the barrel. Sounds like it's about halfway, or it sounds like it's about a quarter way, or it sounds almost empty, or still almost full, or whatever. It just, the way it resonates, it just doesn't work. So...
Or we would try to figure out, okay, we filled up the tanks on this date. How much water did we possibly use? How long has it been?
Yeah.
Should we go get water now before we are caught, so to speak, with our pants down and we have no water? We've ran out. Rinker! We're out of water!
You know, not wanting to waste water, the easy solution is to just drain the tanks, right? Drain what water you have left over and go get 200 gallons of water and fill them back up. But we didn't want to waste the water, so we'd fill up our water filters and fill up our igloo cooler and fill up a 5-gallon bucket just to try and get rid of water, so we didn't have to waste it. You know, we'd give it to the birds or give it to the dogs, make sure everything was full. But it was still a royal pain in the rear. You know, a couple of times we did empty them a couple of times. You know, but it was just...
We really didn't waste it, I think, when we did that, though, because that was when you planted the little flower garden down here, and we kind of let it overflow into the...
Yeah.
To water the seeds.
Yeah.
Right? So it wasn't complete waste.
We'd throw some into our garden tanks or whatever. But anyway, the plan all along, and it took just a few times of water coming out the top and spouting, blowing all over the place, coming out the air vent. It's like, okay, we need to put a sight glass in.
And I'm sure that there's people that have something similar to this to set up, but I'm also pretty positive that there's a lot of people that don't have something like this and have the same problem that we were having with trying to figure out how much water we have left and how much to put back in the tanks without overflowing.
The old school coffee urns had sight glasses in them, so you could see how much coffee was left. That's what I base it on. You know, there's a lot of different things that use sight glasses, and you know, on Facebook and our other group, if you don't know about it, Shed the Cabin, a lot of people had some really good ideas, and most of them revolved around a sight glass, which is the easiest thing to do.
Yep.
It really is, and it's a super easy process. So if you're living in a situation where you're using the barrels for water and you need to know how much water you're in, this is a solution, and it's probably the best solution around. I wish
it's cheap.
I wish our setup would have been different, because I'd like to have done the sight glass a little bit different, but this works perfectly. So anyway, let me grab the camera and we'll show you guys what's going down. So anyway, this is what we did. I just Craig jigged a 1x3, full dimension 1x3 on the back and screwed it into the cedar slab right there. And the only thing I had to buy was this fitting right here. and then just added the tubing, the valve, a couple hose clamps. Up there, you probably can't see it. I just took a plug from irrigation stuff, drilled a tiny hole in it for air to vent in and out. That right there is the water level right now as we speak. That black line lines up with the bottom of the overflow, so we can usually hear it as it gets up to there and start to gurgle, and that gives us about 5 seconds before water starts spewing out that overflow. And that overflow there is lower than those overflows, and that was done on purpose so they all three wouldn't start spouting it out.
We gravity feed from the truck, and then when the water's going in, the water level in the sight tube just starts going up.
And when
and actually it fills up pretty fast. Last time we filled up, it filled up in like
half an hour?
It was like 35 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
35
Took
minutes,
like
40
half
minutes.
an hour?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's it. We just wanted to show you guys that. I hope this helps other people out that haul their own water and fill their tanks and trying to figure out how much water you have left. So we just thought maybe somebody might find this very useful. Right. And we appreciate everybody watching.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And in the words of Dennis Miller, out of here.